What's going on? What's going on, Rising? My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess, and let's see what's going on in this energy. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Alright, support. Stay in your integrity and avoid drama. Alright, you got some sort of support that's coming towards you. Alright. There's some sort of support that is coming towards you. I feel like something that you need is coming through. Something that you need is coming through. Two cups, please. Alright, let's see. Let's get into this read. Alright, Spirit is wanting you to avoid drama at this time. Alright, Spirit is wanting you to avoid drama at this time. Something is getting ready to happen out of the blue. Alright, Spirit wants you to focus at this time. Alright, then we've got courage here. Something's getting ready to happen. Alright, where somebody's going to have some courage. Alright, support is here. Alright, I just feel like there's something coming in. Something that's giving you some sort of leg up. You got one. You hear what I said too? Shit. That full moon energy was hidden last night. That shit had me sleepy as hell. Don't forget to shake it. Shake it, shake it. Okay, let's see. Alright, cleansing and higher power. Alright, so I just feel like Spirit wants you to focus on self right now, alright, because there's something coming through and go for it. Alright, Spirit is saying patience. This patience sheet. Okay? Let's see. Thank you. You already put it in there? Okay, hold on. Let me just put this in there. Alright, Spirit is asking you to have patience. I heard it's more like patience with yourself as well, though. Well, Grand Rising, shine bright. What's going on? I went to sleep last night. I couldn't take no more. Yeah, is that what it is? Today not Wednesday. Today Thursday. Today is Thursday. On your way to work. Alright. slept good last night. Very annoying night. It was so annoying. It was so fucking annoying. I didn't ask the masculine to come by, but I was so like distraught yesterday, and he just offered to come by. He smoked with me or whatever, but it was a real like, I don't know. He really felt my, I don't know. I guess he saw that I was really like battling some shit. I don't know. He responded in a different way, So he came for a little bit, and I had just said, damn, I had wanted to chill during the. We always chill during the new moon and the full moon, and so like I forgot it was. I had said something about it Monday, about it being the full moon Wednesday, and he just popped up. I wanted to bawl, cry, like I'm still in my feelings or whatever, and he knows that. So I'm trying to gather my shit together. So I thought that was nice on the full moon. The moon was so fucking pretty last night. It was so pretty last night, but it was hella fucking intense. It was hella intense. Now I gotta put the pedal to the metal, because I ain't do a goddamn thing yesterday. So we're gonna see what's going on this morning, this rising. So I need you to get in your invisible prayer closet. Hopefully today is gonna be totally different. Alright. Hopefully today is gonna be totally different than it was yesterday. Yesterday was very trying. Alright, first card came out is faith. Spirit wants you to hold on to the faith that you have. Alright. Like I said, there's some sort of support getting ready to come through. Alright, new beginnings is here. Inspiration, creativity, passion, and confidence, courage, power, and growth. Alright. If anybody is interested in the reading, they are available. Alright. Expansion, growth, foresight, partnership is here. Alright, let's see. New beginnings. New beginnings is here twice. Alright, so something is getting ready to happen. Alright, to trigger some sort of new beginning. Alright. Solitude, introspection, guidance, and wisdom is here. Action, adventure, impulsiveness, risk-taking, sweetheart, courage, and inner strength is here. I just really feel like Spirit is focusing on your strong attributes at this time. Like Spirit is putting the finishing touches on something. Alright. But when it comes to character though, when it comes to self-love, not when it comes to any other blessings that's coming towards you, those are already prepared. Alright, love spell. Alright, a lot of you could be doing beauty rituals on self. Alright, divine feminine. You in your power, you in your mode, new beginnings, love, emotional clarity, spiritual awakening. So I feel like you're getting ready to receive. Alright, family, tradition, legacy, material wealth, financial security is here. Alright, Spirit, what can we look forward to when it comes to today? Alright, expectations. Let's see what's going on. Alright, there's there's something opening up on your pathway. There's a gift here. Alright, there's a gift here. Something is opening up on your pathway. Alright, let's see. Tell me about this gift. All right, rich girl could have something to do with finances. All right, single, successful, and sexy is here. All right, partnership, harmony, mutual attraction is here. All right, again, being aligned for something. There's something that's coming towards you. All right, what can be expected today? Somebody is mad as fuck. Somebody is pissed the fuck off because either something is being guided towards you or someone. Again, somebody doing heavy voodoo. All right, somebody doing heavy voodoo. Somebody is mad as fuck right now. I'm finna see who it is. Somebody doing heavy, heavy magic. All right, 2 people on YouTube watching. All right, 0 likes. Grand Rising. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the views. All right, let's see. Manipulation here. Why is manipulation here? Shit. Why is manipulation here? All right, somebody, there's some sort of miracles coming your way. Somebody wanted to manipulate the energy around it. All right, there's an unexpected change that's getting ready to happen. All right, your ancestors are ready to bless you, and then you got leaving here. All right, so you're getting ready to venture out, and somebody's upset. Somebody's upset that you're getting ready to venture out. Why is the animosity here? Why is animosity here? All right, somebody's coming towards you. Somebody's driving towards you. All right, a mother figure could be upset. All right, so much money. All right, it has something to do with your job. It has something to do with your career. All right, somebody's doing something. All right, that you can't resist. They know that you're mad at them. All right, let's see. Chariot energy. Something's happening fast. All right. You're getting ready to sign some sort of paperwork. All right. And somebody is mad. All right. Somebody is throwing a lot of spell work. All right, because you're getting ready to receive something from a past born aunt. Yep. Because you're getting ready to receive something from a past born aunt. You also got an aunt that could be doing voodoo. All right, so that you can't receive, or so that you won't be able to receive something. All right, this could be a divine masculine's aunt as well. All right, divine masculine. All right, who is getting ready to receive. All right, there's hidden money here. All right, you were right. You were guided. You were guided to say something. You were guided to tell something. You were right the whole time. All right, something about your wisdom. And somebody is mad. All right, because the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out about some money. All right, a shady mother doing spell work behind the scenes. All right, this person could have been giving false, like, information when it comes to you or this divine masculine. All right, trust and betrayal. All right, a masculine could be finding out that a mother betrayed them. All right, about wealth, reward, and money. All right, and regret that they didn't listen to you. All right, so this person is finding out some shit about an aunt and a mother. About an aunt and a mother. All right. This aunt and this mother. All right, so somebody thought that they were smart. Somebody thought they was smart. Tell me about this manipulation. All right, giving. Somebody was supposed to receive something. They did not. All right, they did not. But there's a victory here. There is a victory here. All right, somebody is seeing something. All right, somebody is getting some sort of fresh new start or fresh new beginning. Or somebody is looking into a different direction is what I'm hearing. All right, somebody planted a seed. All right, and now something is getting ready to harvest from it. Tower moment. Tell me about this high priestess here. Right, hermit mode. Virgo could be significant. All right, you're getting ready to receive. All right, you could have. All right, somebody could be mad because you actually showed somebody something, or somebody changed. All right, somebody doesn't like somebody's growth. Somebody doesn't like somebody's growth. All right, Queen of Swords is here. Somebody is not. Somebody is not in conflict about what they want to do, but somebody wants somebody to be in conflict. All right, let's see. Somebody wants somebody to be in conflict. This is a mother and an aunt. All right. Tell me about this mother. All right. So something is getting ready to be balanced out when it comes to this mother figure. All right. There was some sort of destruction that this mother was trying to place on someone. All right. Let's see why. Let's see why. Oh, because you know about this money that was left by someone who passed away. All right, so you could have told a masculine about some money. All right, you could have told a masculine about some betrayal in their family and they wasn't believing it. All right, they're getting ready to find out some shit out the blue that's going to allow somebody to abandon something. All right, I just feel like it's going to be a domino effect of a lot of shit going on. All right, entity attachment. It's going to be a domino effect. All right, occupation is significant. Strength is here. Somebody doing something real impulsive when it comes to somebody's occupation. All right, it's going to be intuitive, and you could be telling someone information. Somebody's mad. Somebody's trying to manipulate the energy and the information. All right, yep. Manipulates. All right, and divination. Somebody wants to manipulate the energy so that you can't see about falsified documentation. All right, that someone forged or wrote some sort of false information on to get some sort of money, actual money. All right, a feminine energy did this in order to retrieve something. All right, from a rich guy. All right, an ice queen did. This could be a mother and an aunt. This could be a mother and an aunt. All right, if you are interested in unlimited readings to the end of the year, shit. If you're interested in unlimited readings to the end of the year, all right, $50. $50 for unlimited readings to the end of the year. If you are interested in a year unlimited with 12 burn and releases, all right, it is $100. All right, on the spot reads are available if you are interested, but unlimited to the end of the year is $50. All right, hope, inspiration. Somebody going to jail for the work that they did. All right, so whatever this falsified documentation is that somebody did, this is leading somebody to jail. Somebody going to jail. What's going on in the energy today, Spirit? Somebody do not want me to talk. Somebody is mad in this fucking energy. That's all that keep coming out. Jealous and envious. Alright, because somebody finna be in poverty. Jealous and envious. Somebody is really jealous, alright, and envious because of the work that you do. Somebody going to jail. Or somebody is in spiritual jail. Somebody is upset because you're getting ready to receive some money. Somebody didn't want you to receive something. Alright, is there anybody who would like a donation read this morning? Or is there anybody who wants a read? Grand Rising, y'all. What's going on, Alexis? Hey, Watch 44. What's going on? Alright, tap the screen, so I know that you are in the room, so I do not delete you or block you. What's going on, YouTube? Alright, let's see. I don't know what this is. There's a lot of bullshit up here. Alright, let's see. Alright, tell me about this imprisonment. Alright. Somebody going to jail for falsified information. Alright, somebody celebrated too early. Somebody could be coming home from jail too. Somebody could be coming home from jail. Somebody's coming home to you. Shit. Alright. Our Ice King could be significant. That could be a masculine getting out of jail. That's for someone. Yeah, Ice King. What the fuck is going on with this damn energy? Alright, somebody, it's some heavy shit getting ready to happen. Alright, there's some heavy shit getting ready to happen. There's manifestations coming through, and there are people mad as a fuck. Alright, Jezebel energy is here. The people are mad as hell, alright, because you chose to follow your divinity. Alright, somebody thought that they was gonna be able to get away with something. I mean, third party coming out and these motherfucking readings like it ain't shit. Like Spirit not even speaking to them. What's getting ready to come for the chosen ones. Spirit is definitely honing in on people receiving fucking karma. Alright, there's a lot of jail energy here. There's a lot of being caught. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of sorrow. Somebody mad as fuck. Alright, these people are super mad. Super fucking mad. Divine masculine is here. Alright, so yeah, it has to be a masculine coming your way. Alright, or something is coming together to where a motherfucker is totally upset. Alright, that shit is moving in your favor. I'm talking about mad as fuck. Conflict keep falling out on top of manifestations. Baby, you got some shit coming towards you, and these motherfuckers cannot stand it. Alright, whether it's a masculine coming towards you, or there's a masculine coming to bring you something, but somebody was not able to destroy something. Something somebody was doing has come to a complete halt. Alright? Somebody is trapped in a situation. Alright? Somebody trapped in a situation and they mad as fuck and they can't get out of it in a living room situation. Alright, this could have something to do with the home. This could have something to do with the home. Alright, somebody's jealous and envious, baby. Whatever the fuck this is coming your way, somebody is mad as hell. Alright, if you are interested in unlimited reads to the end of the year, unlimited reads to the end of the year, Grand Rising, y'all. You talking about talking about the reading I did last night, right? You talking about the reading I did last night? My eyes twitching. Yes, I wrote it down. I gotta send it over to you. You talking about the one I did last night? Bitch, I'm gonna tell you I clocked out last night. I gotta send it. Okay, I'm gonna send it. I clocked out so bad last night. I kept having nervous fucking breakdowns. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lay the fuck down. I ain't wasn't shit popping last night. Hopefully today is something totally different. We gonna find out. We gonna see. It's been real fucking slow. It's been real fucking slow. What's going on, y'all? If anybody wants unlimited reads for 2 years, all right, unlimited reads for 2 years with 12 burn and releases, all right, it is $100 right now, all right, for one person. Unlimited 1 year, 12 burns, all right, 12 burn and releases. If you are interested, please let me know. All right, the first person is $75, all right, for 2 years. $75 for 2 years of unlimited readings, all right, for the first person. Second person, $100. If you are wanting unlimited readings until the end of the year, all right, then it is $50. All right, it is $50. You know what? Let's see. If you are wanting unlimited readings for a year, all right. Who on here? Shit. Unlimited readings for a year, all right, for $50. Unlimited readings for a year for $50. All right, first two people. First two people, unlimited for a year. All right, full moon readings are still available. All right, full moon readings are still available. All right, $35 for a full moon read. All right, it is 35 and 45 minutes long. All right, it comes with 2 readings if you are interested. All right, does anybody have any questions when it comes to love, when it comes to career, when it comes to the bullshit around you? Right, somebody's blocking access, or somebody access is getting blocked. Somebody is abandoning the situation. All right, competition and challenge. All right, this is a bunch of fucking family members on some goofy ass shit. All right, is anybody interested in a reading? What's going on, Conroy? The list is open if anybody wants a read. Conroy Robinson, what's going on? There's so many people coming in this bitch not saying a goddamn word. Hey y'all. Hey, look, I was told that you. What? Do you know what that? But you know, that was for because, like, okay, because the shit went up, and I was literally, and they let me like basically wait till later to what you call it, but that shit never came through. Like nothing happened yesterday. It was super dry, and that was like, that's crazy. That was the what you call it from the remaining balance that I had to go do. That was the only thing that was done yesterday. Ain't that shit crazy? I don't know what God doing, but he need to stop that shit. He literally need to stop that shit. That's fucking crazy that's crazy as hell. I literally had a breakdown about that shit. Yes, I'm on TikTok. What's going on? Hey y'all. I am. If anybody is interested in, you know what, how I'm feeling today, I swear to God. Does anybody want 3 years hold on y'all. Does anybody want 3 years of unlimited readings? What the hell was that? I don't know what the hell that was. My bad, y'all. If anybody is wanting unlimited readings for 3 years, unlimited readings for 3 years, all right, for $100. Unlimited readings for 3 years for $100 for one person. What's going on? Look, Umbrell. Don't give me the fucking upper name. All right, is there anybody who is wanting unlimited reading? All right, first person unlimited for 3 years, $100. All right, $100 for 3 years. And driver's license. That's damn. That's a lot. You done got, yeah. You done got insurance license, a job, and a driver's license. I know the fuck that's right. That is good. And people still want me to think I'm failing. Nah, you winning and they don't like that. You winning and they don't like that. They'll be alright. Fuck them. They will be alright. Alright, if anybody is interested in 3 years of unlimited readings, alright, 3 years of unlimited readings for $100. Alright. Unlimited readings for $100. Let's see. I'm doing some shit I ain't never did this morning. Let me see. If anybody wants to negotiate, all right, unlimited price, let me know. All right, for 3 years though. The one for 3 years. All right, if you are interested in unlimited reads. All right, ascending. All right, divine feminine, you are going to higher heights. All right, you are going to higher heights, and something is getting ready to happen real fast for you. All right. I feel if there's an ancestor around, that breath shit is here again. There's an ancestor around. All right, if you are interested in a reading, the list is open. All right, divine feminine, you're ascending. All right, movement, action, rapid change, travel, and communication. All right, it's happening real fast. All right. All right, you may be in this ice queen energy. All right, really like just cold towards people. All right, because you can see shit. All right, completion and fulfillment is here. All right. I mean, this bitch is as dead as a fucking doorknob. All right, mature man. Something's getting ready to move fast when it comes to you and a mature man. All right, travel, communication. Something is coming in quickly. All right, divination is here, and rich girl. It's something about what you do for work, or your faith. All right, it's your determination, your ambition. All right, charge ahead with confidence and determination. Be ready to conquer any obstacles your way. And Lord knows, Spirit be show placing them. All right, romance. Something is changing when it comes to your romance, or the romance in your life. All right, there's a victory here. Success, recognition. All right, for a high priestess. All right, something's coming in really quick for you. All right, intuition, secrets, mystery, and inner wisdom. This could be something that you were knowing. All right, that was coming towards you. Somebody was trying to do voodoo on a mature man. All right, to stop this person from either thinking about you or coming towards you. All right, they didn't want this person to come towards you, or they don't want this person to think about you. So somebody doing heavy ass magic so that this person does not give to you. Hold on, y'all. Anybody who is wanting a reading, can you tell if someone's hiding in someone's energy? Hell yeah. They be trying to motherfucking hide all the time, but I keep pulling till I see. It ain't hard. Everything is out in the open right now. Everything is out in the open. All right, if anybody is wanting a read, all right, unlimited for 3 years. All right, I'm gonna do unlimited for 4 years. Unlimited for 4 years for $100. All right, first come, first serve. All right, that means you can come get a reading. Unlimited. I don't care when or what time. All right, for 4 years for $100. For 4 years for $100. You can't beat that shit. All right, the veil is here. All right, completions, fulfillment, wholeness, integration. All right, something is getting ready to come towards you and you don't see it. All right, and you don't see it. All right, something's coming towards you and you do not see it. All right, if anybody is wanting unlimited reads for 4 years, all right, 4 years, $100. All right, for 4 years. It does come with burn. If you are interested, please let me know. Please let me know. All right. The list is open as well. All right, single, sexy, and successful is here. All right, if somebody is wanting a year of unlimited readings, all right, $50. A year of unlimited readings for $50. If you're wanting 4 years, unlimited reads is $10. I wish the fuck it would be. All right, it's $100. All right, protection is here. Again, somebody decided to take some sort of risk when it comes to you, but not knowing that you were hella protected. All right, so that's a fuck up for them. All right, divine feminine and mature man. Again, something is coming towards you. All right, there's some sort of a risk that's being taken. Or it could be you that's taking a risk on yourself. All right, it could be you that's taking a risk on yourself. All right, 4 years for $100. All right, if you are interested, 4 years for $100. All right. Yeah, something about your money being protected. somebody wanted to attack your money. All right. Somebody that wants you to have a new beginning. Somebody sad about your new beginning. All right. Somebody was trying to end something, and somebody cannot end something in your life. All right. Somebody cannot end something in your life. Departure, moving on, growth, or letting go. Somebody is letting go of a situation or letting go of the past. All right. There's some sort of real love connection that's protected. All right. And karma is here. All right. Karma is coming in real fast for somebody. All right. Movement, action, rapid change, travel, and communication. All right. If anybody is wanting unlimited, all right, please let me know. All right, this money coming in here in the distant future is something that you manifested. All right, it's something that you manifested. Let's see. All right, willpower, forward movement. This is something that's going to allow you to move forward, and this is going to allow you to be able to move some things out of the way. All right, so that you can do what you need to do in order to move forward. All right, is anybody wanting a reading? All right, $100 unlimited for 4 years. All right, 4 years unlimited. Oh God, make it do what it do. Should be old shit. All right, 4 years for unlimited. All right, 4 years unlimited for $100. All right, 4 years unlimited for $100. All right, charity is here. All right, giving. Somebody's getting ready to receive. All right, somebody's going to take some sort of risk when it comes to you. All right, unbothered. Somebody is taking a high risk when it comes to you. All right, karma is here. All right, a nice guy and child. Somebody is ending something. All right. Or you're closing the door on your past to have this new beginning with this person. All right, an emperor here. Authority, structure, stability, and leadership. All right, so you got a masculine coming your way. All right, if you are interested in unlimited readings for 4 years, all right, 1 slot, unlimited readings for 4 years, all right, for $100. For 4 years for $100, all right, for one person. All right, completion and fulfillment is here, integration. Something is coming together full circle. All right, love spell is here. All right, somebody try to do some sort of love spell out of impulsiveness. All right, lack of action. All right, recklessness, all right, and lack of passion. Somebody was taking unnecessary risks when it came to you, all right, expecting good results, all right, expecting good results. All right, partnership is here. Somebody could have did a love spell on you. All right. All right, somebody could have did a love spell. Evil eye. Somebody doing love spells for money. All right. Somebody wants somebody to see something your way, or somebody wants you to see something their way. Should I say, emperor? I just feel like it's a lot of masculine in your energy at this time. All right. If you are wanting unlimited reads for 4 years, $100 for one person. All right. Somebody knows that you can find out information quickly and frequently. All right. So you frequently get downloads. All right. Or spirit tells you things all the time. All right. Somebody knows that you won't date them again. All right. So somebody who's, I guess this person is coming towards you. This person knows that you probably won't date them again. All right, blackmailing to tell the truth. Somebody is blackmailing somebody to tell the truth about a situation. New York is significant. Big city of dreams. All right, somebody is under the radar, but somebody knows that you keep finding out information quickly. All right, somebody is calling you tonight. Well, there's some sort of call coming in tonight. All right, somebody is all right, somebody knows that you don't want to date them again. All right, and this person is ready to marry you even more. All right, so, oh my God, psychopaths coming in. All right, somebody is making some sort of move so you can be comfortable. All right, somebody's making some sort of move so that you can be comfortable. All right, the list is open if anybody wants a read. All right, somebody is sending you money. All right, somebody on their way. All right, so you got money coming towards you. All right, if anybody wants a money read or a love read, career read, please let me know. All right. All right, unlimited reads for 4 years, for $100 for 4 years. All right, if you're looking for unlimited readings for a year, it is $50. All right, something's happening on your mom's side. Somebody's blackmailing somebody to tell the truth. All right, a child is sick. All right, there's some sort of rebirth that's getting ready to happen. All right, global level is significant. Somebody's trying to fly under the radar. All right, this person. All right, so the person that they're with is getting readings on you. Somebody listened to their family and made the wrong decision. All right, listening to other people. All right, somebody filled out a beneficiary. All right, designation form. All right, to set up some sort of POD account. A masculine. A older love. Something's getting ready to be balanced out. All right, before the month is out, something is happening before the month is out. All right, rebirth is here again. All right, you get ready to have some sort of rebirth before the month is out. Somebody hates you and is jealous of you. Oh, well. All right, somebody's being quiet about the new people involved. All right, somebody is calling you because they can't take the silence anymore. All right, under the radar. Somebody is trying to fly under the radar. Somebody that you haven't talked to. All right, this person can't take the silence anymore. All right, unlimited readings for 4 years. All right, $100. Unlimited readings for 4 years, $100. All right, for one person. All right, there's a child that's sick. All right, this is somebody who tried to create some sort of obstacle in your way. All right, somebody knows where you are. Somebody listened to their sister. All right, August is significant. All right, there's a fight that broke out at some sort of cookout. All right, that has something to do with you. Somebody want to show you some sort of appreciation. You got fake friends smiling and hating on the sidelines. All right, coming now. Something's coming now. All right, divine masculine total shock that you know everything. All right, so you got a masculine total shock that you know everything. You got a call coming in tomorrow. All right, so it's a bunch of communication coming in your way. You got a call coming tonight, a call coming tomorrow. All right, somebody could be trying to meet up with you. Somebody knows that you're tired and they want to provide. Money arriving overnight. So there's money coming towards you. All right, somebody who was in the military is significant. Well, baby father is significant. All right. Money from a passed on loved one. Alright, somebody work with your ex, with your family for a cut. But damn. Somebody have the main person. Alright. You got an old masculine that work with your family. Alright, or you could be finding out that there's an ex that worked with your family. Alright. That could be the sudden shock that someone is receiving. Alright, 4 years, unlimited readings. 4 years, unlimited readings, $100. Alright. If you are wanting 1 year of unlimited reads, it is $50 at this time. Alright, things are getting ready to get better. Alright, out of the blue. Out of the blue, things are getting ready to get better. Somebody hiding in the woods. Alright, somebody is devoted to you. Alright, somebody who head over heels when it comes to you. Alright, somebody's child sick. Somebody's child is sick. Alright, unlimited readings. Alright, for 4 years, $100. Alright, 1 year, $50. If you are interested in readings, the list is open. Alright, somebody is crying while watching you. Alright, don't fucking cry, bitch. Send shit. Alright, somebody remotely did an address change. Alright, somebody's got to turn themselves in. Alright, big pool is here. Big pool. Alright, feeling real bad for what they did. Somebody feel real bad for what they did, and the fuck they should. Alright? And the fuck they should. Death is their sentence. Somebody could be having an ego death. Alright? Somebody who hiding in the damn woods. Somebody knows that they hurt you deeply. A past a baby father. Alright, golden keys is significant. Alright, you could be getting ready to receive the keys or something. Alright, when they see you writing, they get scared. Alright, so somebody knows that you got a way of finding out shit. Alright. Alright, 4 people over here on YouTube. Does anybody want to read? Alright, you got a baby father that is alive watching you now. Does anybody want to read? Alright, they see you studying and finding out information. Alright, so somebody is watching you. Alright. Trying to figure out how the fuck you knowing all of the shit that you knowing. Alright. This is somebody who... You got people who did you dirty, wanting to know how the fuck you know shit. Alright, when you burn that candle, all hell broke loose. Alright, so... If anybody is interested in burn and release, the burn and release is available. Alicia Hamilton is significant. There's a message. There's a messenger that's coming to bring you some sort of message, alright? Somebody wants to tell you something. Somebody wants to bring you a real gift. Somebody was trying to win at all costs, but you got something coming in quickly to balance something out. All right, Ten of Pentacles is significant. All right, the Ace of Coins and the Lovers. Somebody's making a decision to do something. All right, something's happening real fast. Ten of Cups is here. All right, unlimited readings for 4 years, $100. All right, if you are interested in a year, it's 50. All right, strength is here. Spirit is asking you to have strength at this time. All right, Spirit is asking you to have strength at this time. All right, heartbreak, heartache. All right, you could have recently went through some sort of heartache or heartbreak. All right, what is this message? What is this message that this messenger is coming to bring? Somebody want to give you something. Somebody wants to bring you something. You could be in some sort of conflict at this time. All right, and somebody wants to give you something. All right, due to heartache, due to the choices that somebody made. All right, somebody made some choices that could have left you fucked up. All right, somebody is coming to give to you quickly. All right, something's getting ready to change quickly with your finances. All right, real quick. Real quick. All right, something about choices. Choices, having choices. All right, somebody knows that you can see shit from a mile away. Somebody knows that you are protected as well. Empress, somebody's in inner conflict when it comes to you. And moving on to common waters because somebody want to come towards you. But somebody don't know how. That's what this is giving. All right, you have very abundant energy. Something's getting ready to change for you. Something's getting ready to change. King of Swords here. Somebody's in inner conflict. Somebody wants to come in to you. All right, you could be a baby mother or you could be the mother of their child type of energy. Hermit mode. There's victory here. Somebody coming in for some sort of victory. Queen of Cups. All right, you a motherly figure, an emperor. Hierophant. Somebody is being guided to come towards you. All right, if anybody is interested in 4 years, all right, of unlimited reads for $100. All right, 4 years of unlimited reads for $100. All right, the first person, $75. All right, for 4 years. $75 for 4 years for the first person. All right, if you are interested in a year of readings, $50. All right, the list is open. Donation readings are available. All right, I'm going to be on here a few more moments. All right, so if you are interested, please let me know. All right, unlimited reads for 4 years. Unlimited reads for 4 years. $100. All right. First person, 75. First person, 75. All right, is there anyone on YouTube wanting to read? And I'm getting ready to shut this down. Does anybody want a reading? If not, I'm going to go ahead and close YouTube.